Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got a few messages for you. So someone was brewing a potion and having a seance. The other day I heard somebody telling this curator that they were going to show him how to do it, and what it was summoning a soul. So it sounds to me like they have summoned a soul and then had them drink something. There's some kind of urgency to do something, and one of these masculines said that they were waiting to see, perhaps to see if whatever they did was effective. There's something about the Chinese. There's something about compounds. You can intensify the negative aspects of something. It's a mixture of chemicals or other ingredients, such as maybe languages, like a specific dialect. It's a substance formed when two or more different elements are chemically bonded together, resulting in a new substance with unique properties. Could be that potion. They're waiting to see if it did something. She's already out there, they're saying. So these ones want to replace a feminine that's in the public eye with a doppelganger. But apparently this doppelganger does not resemble the true person. Everyone can see this person who's already out there, and what their mannerisms are, and the enemy is very frustrated by this. They really just want to gain back control over the people's minds and what they hear, see, think, believe. They're human, one of them sort of said, sneered, like, so whoever this woman is, it's already out there, and whoever she's with, her partner, her husband, whatever, they're human. They're actual, organic, original creations of the Most High. Like, they haven't been spliced, diced, CRISPR'd, or manipulated by some other genetic alteration. Soul? Someone asked, and was told she has her soul intact. The entire family, one of these masculines said. So it could be that an entire family turned against this woman. It could be that this entire family has been brought up on charges. It could be that the entire family is losing everything. It could be that the entire family cursed her and now is cursed. Take it as it resonates. There's something about Israel. At 3:33 a.m., there was something about an announcement. The number 333 is angels and universal support. It's you're on the right path, mind, body, and spirit aligned. Trust your intuition, aim high. Growth, balance, and harmony. Divine support in connections. Set plans into action and trust yourself. Entering a phase of financial abundance and the Trinity. God's triune nature. Faith, hope, and love. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they said something about Israel. And they're discussing the lineage of this woman. So she may be from there. She's anti-war, they're saying. Then masculine said, 31 chapters of my life. He built enlightenment by cursing the feminine. Now, I Googled 31 chapters. Which story in the Bible has 31 chapters? And it's the book of 1 Samuel. It's in the Old Testament. And, okay, 22 years ago, when I first was severely attacked mentally and in so many other ways, it was horrendous. It was a horrendous onslaught to my spirit and soul. And this Sam was present in an event that I had in the early hours of the morning at a river, and there was a huge storm whipping around me. It was a magnificent, and it was like a real big spiritual freaking thing. Anyway, and then he who has all authority, the only one who's ever spoke with the voice of authority, said, "No, you don't, Sam." And the storm kind of ceased, and this spell was broken. So anyway, I did a whole bunch of research because I'm like, who's Sam? I don't even know who Sam is. And then I saw, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that could be, but apparently the 31 chapters of my life that he was talking about is the book 1 of Samuel. And now I got to go read it. Find out who's been messing with me all this time. There was a vision of a beautiful rose-colored yarn, except the color was kind of muted back. So it was a rose color, but it was at about 80%, I think, of the color. So take that as it resonates. I know in Israel they wear the red thing around the wrist, but this wasn't completely red. It was more muted. It wasn't this vivid red, it was more delicate. Apparently, you're unstoppable. Your mission is unstoppable. Someone has the mind of an apprentice, which is someone in training. You're open to learning. You're free flowing with change. You're able to learn. You're not programmed with limitation. You could be learning a new skill or trade under a professional, a master. It's the mind of a child. Someone has the mind of an apprentice. It's the mind of a child. There's a lot of folks out there in the world that think they know it all. They have all the answers and nobody can tell them anything. But apparently you have the mind of a child. And in the Bible it says that, you can't go to heaven unless you have, the mind of a child. I think it says that anyway. There's something about man-splaining, which is the explanation of something by a man, typically to a woman, in a manner regarded as condescending or patronizing. Often inaccurate or an oversimplified manner. So whoever this Sam is Samuel. He's got 31 chapters of his life, and he built enlightenment by cursing the feminine. Who the hell is this dude? He's still alive, out there jumping from body to body, stealing energy, doing whatever, causing havoc and chaos in the world. He's a jerk. So this curator and his little bros, his little buddies over there, are talking about a parallel universe. There's talk of a mortician. And yesterday or the day before, they were talking about leaving a suicide note and getting a cadaver for a fake death certificate. So they're talking about leaving a suicide note and writing, and then getting a death certificate. So they need a cadaver so that they can fake a death and then go take on some other identity or whatever, effectively disappear and that yet still be around to cause nefarious events in people's lives. There's talk of the children. The other day, these ones, they wore a mask and they did a dirty deed, and they were trying to blame this woman with the dirty deed, and they were very, very upset. It's not her. It wasn't her, they said. And then this curator and everybody was talking to them, and they were saying, you're lying to us. They're really upset with these ones. So they're having trouble with the children. You know, these children that they mind F, you know, from the time that they're very young, and then program them into a certain belief style. They're very upset that you have the mind of an apprentice, and it appears that this is something that people are interested in also having, learning about the cosmos, the all that is. So apparently something was documented regarding a savior. The children are rebelling. That's what I have for you. And apparently this Samuel is the one with the 31 chapters of his life in the Old Testament. He's been around for a very long time, causing a whole lot of problems. And now he's actually experiencing a whole lot of problems. This could also be the one who wants this woman and whoever her husband is or spiritual spouse. He wants them DEAD. What a jerk. He built enlightenment by cursing the feminine. See you on the next one, everybody.